Okay, okay, I may be a little streaming right now.
We're going where to do what? That sounds amazing!
Okay. Yeah, heal that box. Yay! Here we go. Tack attack. Taka taka taka
The
taka taka taka
employees
taka
report
taka.
nothing terribly unusual. You can tell Fenwick that all is quiet in the nightclub.
Let's tack attack. Boop. Even more tack attack.
Fenwick is relieved to hear that the club is safe and secure. He gives you permission to approach Regina, Club Clawfoot's manager.
You've cast a charm spell on my heart. Don't let me go. Don't leave me crying. Won't you run along? There's no denying. You'll feel blue. You'll feel bad. I'm worth more platinum than you've ever had.
A piercing alarm reverberates throughout
and
the
don't
nightclub.
forget.
Regina turns to you and cries, "The alarm! Someone's breaching our magical wards! It must be an attack! Quick, adventurers! Do what you do best!" More dimension doors have opened nearby. A piercing but pitch-perfect scream rings throughout the nightclub. It's encore. The main stage must be under attack.
Is there a cleric in the house?
I may not have been paying attention because I was adjusting things, but I'm at the stage still. I may be streaming, yeah. They got to see me die. I was totally adjusting myself. Yep, I wasn't.
up in a... Let's get going.
The defeated gargoyle cackles and rasps. I have failed, but the others will crush you. Yes. Forever. More attacks are on the way, but for now, you have a moment to rest.
Boop, 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 boop.
The magical alarm triggers once again. Dusk's attack on the nightclub has resumed.
To the kitchen. I'ma get me a sandwich. No, no, no. A sandwich.
If you're going pierogi sandwiches, you might as well go like pasties.
Don't you mean pasties?
Wearable edible kind.
There. Yep, found them. Me and Ellie, we found the bad guys.
Ow, ow, ow!
More dimension doors have opened nearby.
Nazi chicken.
issue from the direction of the stage. You hear panicked shouts, screams, and snakes.
Restart!
I mean, it had to relate to the DD setting as well, and so it decided they need to crash it.
Peaceful quiet descends over the nightclub once more. Now you can finally talk to Regina. For your
We're going where? To
and
That sounds
encore
amazing!
lives, Regina has promised to do everything she can to cut ties between the Boromar clan and vaunt Arcana Technic.
I want that.
I do see
Yes, give me.
right in your hands there, Moose. There you go. May its sovereign work for you often.
Ooh, open it quick!
I like my, sentient gem.
I wonder which one of those I was dropped out. If I got some celestial ruby here, stunning accuracy and everything, ghostly.
I know you didn't see that disconnect. Oh, my dog's in the way now.
Anyone interested in the ring with stunning on it?
No, thank you. There's supposed to be a lot of really good monk stuff out here, or the different ones rather.
Yeah, it is. It's ghostly accuracy and stunning.
Accurate 33 too. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
No, I hate monks, but thank you.
Okay.
It's for Frank. He does that melee build.
Even stunning, it's still good for charging.
I'll take it to collect, but if anybody will actually use it, it'll be better served.
Okay, here you go for it.
Thank you, sir. My named weapon is just so sad it never gets fed.
It's been a long day.
I can't believe we did it!
And then 12.
Straight into the raid, right? Yeah. We got this. Okay, where do we go?
Talk to Edwin, and then go to the boat.
You should do the last.
Lord of the Business.
Flying around.
Where the hell's Edwin? Wait, found him.
You arrive in
He's
Dava
behind
Gate, one of
you.
Sharn's many business districts. The streets are almost deserted at this hour. A lone figure stands idly on the platform next to a sky barge.
About time you got here.
Grumbles the old man.
They've already started. Get on board quick like and I'll ferry you up to their window. Remember, stay quiet as a
And
mouse.
he's gone.
According to my experience,
Mr. Vaunt,
you can either
I
do
assume this is
puzzle
about your
or
request to
go
join
in
the
order of
Platinum
hallway.
Concord, which was turned down due to your lack of subtlety, shall we say? Yes, well, I prefer audacity to
Those
subtlety.
motherfuckers!
I admit that subtlety has allowed the Aurum to do as they please with the Five Nations for many years. But what I have to offer your organization cannot be ignored. What cannot be ignored are
I'm
those
just gonna
Zendrick
stay up
bloodhounds
here with
sniffing at
the,
your heels.
You know,
You're exposed, Mr. Vaught.
Talking.
Not for long, my friend. Allow me to
No, it
demonstrate.
had like a 3 seconds, so you can't chain them 1-2.
Isabet, please come in.
Make that jump.
Now, Isabet, I know you invited our mutual friends from Stormreach. Oh, no, don't cry. I said, don't
That was
cry.
fun! I look forward to working with you in the future.
This is just business, Isabet. Just business.
I wonder what you'll pick. So many choices.
I'd prefer that you do your house cleaning when I am not present, Mr. Vaunt.
Flying thing in order for it to begin.
A necessary demonstration of my device. I wanted you to see my improvements firsthand. Huh, not quite dead yet.
I jumped off.
Calibration issue,
missed, and
perhaps.
Now I'm down in the
No
mist,
matter.
but I'm not
Urk,
falling,
Gesh,
I'm floating on
take
the
Isabet
mist.
outside.
Oh, you're
We will
three.
adjourn to the yacht.
Dedor.
It's time for the next act to begin.
Vaught's henchman releases a strange whooping bark.
I can't wait
and
to
the
tell the
darkness
stories of our
around you
travels.
erupts with a choir of menacing responses.
An ambush! Damn us for fools!
Shouts Casper. The old man produces a bow from somewhere as giggling shapes descend from above.
yay for a new sound.
You've dispatched Vaught's first group of assassins, but they're utterly not the last. Vaught doesn't go in for half measures. Casper wheezes out his words.
Ooh, reminds me of my days in the last war, but with more chest pain. Too old for this for sure. Come here, we gotta talk about Isabet. She's still alive. I bet my life on it.
You've agreed to help rescue Isabet. To do that, you'll need to clear the way so Casper can follow safely. He says to head to the southeast.
you can hang on to
Grabbing
the
a
edge of
source
this
lead
thing.
first will help even the playing field.
I'm alive.
Don't forget,
Shouts Casper.
those source leads can't go too high or too low without
Look
losing
at
their
you
enchantment.
go, Ellie.
Keep above the
Introduce mounts into the game.
fog and don't try to push over the higher walls and you'll be fine.
How did Ellie break the game?
She didn't break it. She's just having fun.
She's having fun. Following the giant sled. I have no idea. It's gonna start a movie. It was a movie. Frank's right here.
He's right there. Actually, I do need to turn off my overlay because I can't see how long my cloud has left.
Aw, chickens fighting in the air.
Oh shit, this thing runs out. It's on a timer.
Shit. Just pick up. How are they gonna worship me as a god if I'm not floating? I like that when I jump on this thing, I lay down.
It's your brethren.
D. Okay, I'll try that.
This is much more cool.
Oops, something crashed.
What if they could just dispel these from under you?
Blame it all on me. I think I found my
There's a sled down here or something wants to exchange you. There's also a sled further.
Ambush down, down, more to come, I'd wager,
Shouts Casper.
Head north, friends, up the skyway. I'll watch your back.
A swarm of bats clouds the street before you. Some kind of metal glints on their bodies as they flit about, blocking your path. The door of a nearby bookshop opens, and another cloud of bats streams out.
Yeah. This is
Your poor friend.
documentation
I
as
hope
to
you
how
get better.
Caramel frames go.
Inside the bookstore, goblins scramble to release one last clutch of bats from their cages.
Yeah, by the way guys, I actually broke through the window to get in
Serious
here.
run in?
You haven't finished clearing out this area yet for Casper. You can advance once you've made it safe.
Exploding bats? Gods, what a circus! Who's going to explain this mess to the city watch come the morning?
Mutters Casper as he coasts along behind you.
What are you, more copper for spells?
New sled.
Wait, now the spear's glitched.
Circus! Who's going to explain this mess to the city watch come the morning?
Muttered.
Get a new sled. Here with us. The dots. The dots. Connect to the dots.
sound delay.
Thought we should pass you.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Oh, where is it? There it is.
Casper calls from behind.
A mage fire cannon! Must have been holding that in reserve. Those things are expensive. On we go.
Isn't this the best part of adventuring?
Why won't it let me give you back? I think I'm gonna call it a night.
Oh, okay. Good luck, Jesus.
3 sky skiffs descend, and a supporting patrol of gnolls moves to block your path. Is there any end to Vaught's mercenary army?
Yep. Witness sound issues. See, what I like the best here is that the ships seem to have glitched when coming down for me.
Casper gasps in surprise as he reaches the wreckage of the mage fire cannons.
3 of them! Now I feel like an idiot. Thank the host you were here.
This city watch station is up tight and stands as silent as the grave. Is it unmanned? Or have the guards inside been given a reason to sit this one out?
Looks like they're using sky wards.
Casper tells you.
Your source leads might suddenly stop working out here. Be careful.
Ellie's been enjoying this one.
The mercenary Gish stands here, his jaws frothing.
The goblin says you're strong, but he's just a weakling. Enough waiting! I'll butcher you now! Feast on your flesh and keep all the glory for myself!
Sings out the goblin. He's hidden somewhere in the shadows of the nearby construction.
You should have stuck with my plan.
You might get me the goblin bitch right after these outlanders!
Gish charges.
Are you alright? Is there a cleric in the house?
He's making motorbike noises.
Gish collapses from his wounds. Before you can finish him off, a chanting voice calls your attention to the north and above. A tiefling sorcerer completes his spell on a ledge above him. Gish vanishes, reappearing at the sorcerer's side.
Open it quick!
With another quick gesture, both the tiefling and the gnoll vanish from your sight. The goblin's voice calls to you across the gap.
That went about how I expected, so that leaves just little old me. A great big bounty, no partner to split it with, and some nice payback on the side. I'm all ready for you, so come on over. Don't make me wait all night.
The goblin's voice echoes through the mists.
Remember, I can always drop Miss Isabet on her head and knock off early. Then I visit you some other time. You get me?
High above the construction yard, a soar sled slowly drifts up. Isabet's body lies upon the sled, completely still. The goblin is nowhere to be
I'm
seen.
eating and tanking. You got this.
What are you eating, Frank? No, that was a comma after what?
Screams Urk as he tosses down a smoke bomb. The shrill voices of more goblins pierce the night air. The assassin source sled descending slowly.
We're going where to do what? That sounds
Okay,
amazing!
okay, don't
You've
exit
reached his
straight
event,
away, wait for the
but
chest.
all is not well.
Right, yeah.
And there's more story stuff after it.
Is there a chest somewhere?
There's a chest.
There it is.
Right there. And
She's
look,
gone!
it's Urk.
Gone!
Says the goblin.
Boss man ate up her soul with his new improved
That was
font.
remarkable.
Why use your own when you can use someone else's? Sorry, sweethearts. Them's the breaks.
The goblin stands at the platform edge, an odd yet strangely familiar blade piercing his torso.
Remember this? Jack Jibber's blade? It's why we get to keep meeting like this. Anyway, can't stay. Need to see a fallen angel about a spell. You know how it is. See you soon.
Ooh,
The
that
city
number.
around you is finally quiet. You now face your most difficult task, telling Casper what happened to his daughter.
If you want to give Spiky the bow, I'll give you that.
I don't need the bow. Nope. It's a longbow.
Congrats on your promotion.
Legendary!
Who's getting the bow?
What happened?
Who's getting the bow?
Mark left, and so someone got party leader, then someone passed it, someone passed it.
Oh.
I thought Sharn wanted the bow.
No, no, I said it's a nice bow.
You can have the bow, son.
I'm getting the bow whether I want it or not, right?
Yep.
Did I miss the shot?
I don't use bows. There's no range. I mean,
There's someone I made through, and I've done about half of it on my main character, and now I'm leveling up my cleric.
wait, I'm 21.
You're ready.
I am ready. I'm already.
You're
in
legal.
Sharn. Don't fucking.
It's
what
a
are you talking
Mogum.
about? I just run around a lot. I see the tieflings got their second dances and they look fantastic.
Yes, I am dancing for you, Mogum.
I want to join. I can wait. Who's naming this party? Stewell. I will go.
And Ellie is gone. I can rerun it as well. XP. Sleep well, Ellie.
So
Oh god. Did not go well.
3 want to carry on with.
I can't believe we did it!
Oh my god, it's level 34.
Selling on them.
I'm guessing we're probably one of them on the part two.
It's not here, so.
Oh yeah,
Oop, I'm gonna go and level.
We're going where to do what? That sounds amazing!
Anyone would think this is a little bit loaded right now.
I'll be right in. I'm gonna go turn on my bravery bonus. How to get levels fast. Yes. I appreciate all of this. I gotta go. Yeah, I'll pass it. Unless it's something that I drastically need. Yeah, unless there's something I drastically need, which I probably don't.
At level 21.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
He's over 9,000!
The best way to get some is walk, jump up on the crossway where it goes from side to side.
Lazy cleric.
She's not lazy, she's sleeping.
Sleepy cleric. Lazy cleric. Same thing. Where do I go?
go north and then come south.
Okay.
Hug the left wall.
This is a very pretty area. Hell yeah, I do. But guess what I don't do? Damage.
Maybe you die fast.
I guarantee it, Frank. Oh, I'm para-arrowing something though. But it doesn't look like it's needed, so I'm gonna go to acid damage. There's an exploding construct coming at you, George. Give it a hug.
We're going where to do what? That sounds amazing!
Also, Frank, I got my passive key to sit at 100.
Oh, that's outstanding.
I'm currently running the water stance, and then I twisted in. I should have Otto's Whistler, but I got a little bit fun with the build. And I took Enlightenment, which gives me plus 45 key and plus 1 of my passive key regeneration, so I can sit there with like 200 key. It just stops at 100.
Did you have to give anything up to make that happen?
Otto's Whistling shot.
Oh, that. Okay, sorry. I heard that, but I moved.
Yeah, it's alright.
Turn that valve.
Kinda useful. Did you say turn the valve?
Broke.
Wash and dry. Alright. I think I'll put their clothes down here. Alright, interesting. What kind of DR do they have? It's something that I just can't break. than it just being like a silly thing just for me to be able to hold a lot of key, the reason I did it is so that I can have a lot more abundant steps on hold. That's the way I kind of get away with doing it. Like, I'm at 117 and it's still regenerating.
Oh, neat!
Are the craftable bows any good from Sharn? The ones that are like the sun morning lord stuff?
Ow. Ow, 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 ow.
Good damage, fire damage, and adamantine.
Oh, that's not bad.
Silver. Yeah.
Well, I know, but I don't have that yet.
Yeah, they kind of forced me to have it.
I should probably go pick up a heroic version of that, shouldn't I? Would that be better than an unwavering ardency, do you think?
I don't know.
What quest is the bow drop from?
Rubble blocks the elevator
last one,
shaft,
wasn't it?
as well as the nearby door. You won't be getting up to the terrace this
Yeah,
way.
last one on chain 1.
The way up to the terrace is just ahead, but one final group of attackers blocks your path. You hear a piercing call from the direction of the terrace. The beast descends the ramp.
We'll recover. It's totally fine.
Above the house Kandari.
Raptor don't care.
The assault on the tower seems to have ended. Now to head to the terrace and learn what became of Lucien Vaunt. The figure on the sky coach ahead matches the description of Lucien Vaunt.
Oh, open it
He
quick!
seems unruffled by the attack.
Oh, I also got a legendary turncoat. Wait, that's actually incredible.
Somebody likes creeping dust cone. The whole place.
It will be in a moment.
Can I take a moment to buy an XP elixir real quick?
Go on then.
Nobody quarterstaff? Okay.
I'll take the quarterstaff if you don't want it, Frank.
I already have one, so please take it.
I'll take it then. Thank you.
I'm a stretcher.
Or I can just drink it and say go.
No, you have to go do it.
Stay in the circle with us.
Oh, what is this box?
I have
We're
a
going
message.
where to do what?
Says
That
Vaughn.
sounds
The
amazing!
beacon belongs to me now. I paid the Boromar clan good money to get it, after all. Don't think for a moment that you can challenge me in my city. You're just setting yourself up for a fall.
Vaughn's companion makes a gesture and the terrace collapses beneath you.
This is where you're gonna spend the last of your night.
Buy a plug.
I just wanted to activate the Coke Saga.
It's a giant puzzle. Just don't kill it.
What's that thing over there? Why is it carrying?
Run up and hug it.
Yes, so we
Oh,
can
yep.
go to the second
Okay. Oh wow, there's two instances of Sharn.
Are you surprised?
A little bit.
which one's second?
Red ring is second.
I can't believe we did it!
I was thinking three.
We got a grunt.
Grunthorno. We should just start calling him Mute Thorno.
Tongue Thorno.
I shouldn't be running ahead.
What's the worst that could happen?
He dies
Death.
horribly.
You push open the door to the apartment. The surprisingly well-decorated rooms show signs of a struggle. Your stomach clenches in anticipation as you near the crime scene. The doors to the gambling hall are wide open and its chairs are empty, though the nearby tables are still covered with food and drink. Looks like the customers left in a hurry. Searching the gambling hall raised more questions about the murders than answers. As you turn to leave, you hear figures clamoring outside the building. Despite clear attempts to make this look like a break-in, all of Thelen's valuables are still in their proper places. As you mull this over, you hear voices from the direction of the front door. You strike down the last of this group of Dask thugs and check to make sure there are no more nearby. Now to leave the way you came. You manage to make it past the Dask thugs blocking your way. You've learned all you can about these first two crimes. You head back to the Wolf Gate, where Zelith awaits your results.
I found an invisible wall.
Yeah, I don't know why I was there.
Zelith unlocks the gate, revealing a small lane that burrows deeper into the heart of Cog's Gate.
Wait, can you split the party to find the dead bodies faster? Yes.
So would he? Just in that section up there.
The door to the pawn shop is unlocked, just as with the other crime scenes. Inside, the shopkeeper's body lies forgotten alongside all the other cast-offs in her shop. A different body, but the same song. A crossbow bolt dipped in poison, and a palm covered in sweat. This time a new detail catches your eye. A shattered pin bearing Vaunt Arcanotechnic symbol. A closer look at the keg reveals a hidden compartment filled with smuggled goods. Some small packages lie in the cauldron. No doubt they were hidden there so they could be fenced on the black market later. The murderer could have emptied the pawn shop, and yet only Mord's life was taken. Armed with your findings, you wonder, what connects all these gruesome crimes? The last of the heavily armed halfling thugs falls. Another alley stretches before you. The more you learn about the victims, the more questions you have. You can only hope that Zulkus Crowspire holds the answers you've been seeking. A tiefling stands before you, with a face you remember from your recent adventures. Despite your own shock at meeting him again, you hope that Zulkus is willing to answer your questions about the murders. Zulkus steps through a dimension door, his face glowing with the smug triumph of a man who thinks he's won, though you're too busy dealing with his troll bodyguard to notice. The troll topples, yet another casualty of this bloody night.
Isn't this the best part of adventuring?
You're welcome.
Zelith shakes her head, the weight of her brother's betrayal settling over her like the dirt that falls on the streets from above.
You got the stone shoes.
But you've got a job to finish. Another crime scene waits for you in an alley to the south. You stoop down to search the contents of Narim's pack. Looks like he was fleeing for his life when the murderer got to him. The secret door slides open, revealing a Medusa. Oddly enough, she doesn't seem surprised to see you. Instead,
Are you
motions
alright?
for you to enter.
Is there a cleric in the house?
You find a security ledger embossed with Vaunt Arcanotechnic symbol. A quick glance reveals that every victim had worked for Vaunt. It's too big of a coincidence to overlook, especially since a note in the margin
Raptor wanted
talked
to
about
go.
cleaning up loose ends. That ledger told you what you needed to know. The victims all worked for
Back in
Vaughn and
action.
were killed because they knew too much about his operations down in the cogs. You strike down the last of the attackers. You can't let these petty thugs hold you back, not when you're so close to the truth. You catch up with Zealot and fill her in on the clues you
If
found
you
so
stand to
far.
my right, I'll still
She
stab
points
you
you
in the
towards
face.
an alleyway northwest of where the goblin was last seen.
Mugum, watch out for those exploding constructs. Yes, run up and
Talking to
hug
the
them.
residents has given you more insight into life in Cog. A familiar voice echoes from behind this door.
What part of make it look like an accident didn't you understand? And leaving your signature behind was beyond stupid. Now Zelith is onto us. It's only a matter of time before she and those adventurers come barging in here.
You've sent the murderer to his just reward. But as you turn to confront Zolkis, the goblin suddenly rises. Zolkis quickly casts a dimension door. The tiefling and the goblin disappear through it. Zelith shakes her head. Sometimes it's a stranger who holds the knife. Sometimes it's family. I let blood cloud my judgment, and I'll pay for that every day. But I'll keep going. I'll move on to the next crime and the next. You can't just stay inside when trouble rains down. Not even if it never stops.
Oh, that is a daunting hat.
Ooh, Mythic 3.
Moonguard. It's a tiny little buckler. Somebody in here swash?
I am a swashbuckler.
Check out the buckler.
Ooh, that is nice.
Would you use it now?
Well, I'll use it in 4 levels.
Okay. There you go.
Does anybody think they're going to use this Pendant of the Azure Sea?
Let's just say that Frang already gave me one.
That one's good. The buckler's in there for you, son.
I know.
I'll keep it, because those druid lives were fun.
I definitely got one of those packs.
And your weapon went nom 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 nom.
Did very much enjoy it. It was like 190 XP or something like that.
I just gotta tell from Nest we got
Does that name sound familiar?
I wonder why. I'm not saying names or anything, but death threats.
Yeah, death threat. Which quest is next? Best laid plans.
best.
Well, of course, it's having to go everywhere.
Taxis never complain.
If this was an Uber, surge pricing. Nope, no housing for you. You're only 21.
You don't want a Sharn apartment.
Did you see the new
Yeah.
Indian functional?
I did. That's pretty cool.
I have to admit, that is a convenience item. You can gain XP
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Just need to be able to access it.
Victor asked you to wait for him outside. Looks like getting inside his warehouse won't be a problem. Victor leans over and whispers,
I don't want to lose my job. If you'll just follow me, I'll cough when it's time for us to part ways. What you do after that is none of my business.
He sounds quite nervous.
People in your group are all in off EDs and stuff takes forever. It's squishy.
Well, it should take work, but to level up in another Destiny or to refill.
Victor coughs and nods at a flimsy-looking grate. Then he hurries away, disappearing into the night. That must be your way inside. Time for you to investigate the
Then we
warehouse.
asked Tom what's going on.
We need to go to the hospital for that break.
Okay, smash everything. Yeah, I got stuck. There's some spots you cannot get out of.
Someone is burning the midnight oil behind this door.
So if someone could
but
take
the
my
sturdy
stone
door
elsewhere
is
so I
fitted
can,
with an even sturdier lock.
well, teleport,
You'll have to
that'd be
find
great.
another way in. According to this ledger, all of the blueprints have been moved to the office upstairs for shredding. You need to get in there. You hear a scream of pain from up above. A scream cut short.
Hear a gruff voice howl.
The roof! The roof!
A more measured voice responds.
What of it? The excited Will bounces around. The roof is on fire!
Otherworldly air of confidence surrounds the handsome being, who appears to be their leader. Let's pick up the pace, shall we? We still have to destroy the lab downstairs. Portal, please.
Why not just take the stairs?
Asks the tiefling.
Portal! Now!
Snaps the being in a commanding tone. You hear a familiar voice somewhere nearby. It's Victor, acting surprised.
Oh, what's all this? Dear Orion, we have a security breach! Quickly! Find them!
Whatever documents were stored in the office are beyond help. Still, there might be something useful down in the lab. Or wherever those mercenaries went.
You can't touch me! This is one of Vaughn's prototypes. Will make me completely invincible.
Victor presses a button, and the sphere of force closes in around him.
You think you're clever, but you're nowhere near as clever as Vaunt. His resources are virtually limitless. I press this button, and more guards show up, just like that. Wait, now how do I get out? I'm stuck here.
Victor clearly didn't think this through.
I have it. I'll just teleport away.
Victor tries to do just that. It seems Victor forgot about the dimensional anchor he put in place. He's going nowhere.
Work, damn you! Work!
Victor mashes the button on the magical device in frustration. Nothing happens.
That was neat. You went inside and the door closed on us.
A familiar voice calls out up ahead.
Time's up. Your golems will have to finish this. Time to move, people.
him. Is that a fire? Nobody goes in or out until we find them. Don't just stare there gawking. Move!
You hear the ominous hum of a dimensional anchor. Victor directs more guards your way.
They went downstairs into the secret hub. After them!
A hissing, chilling chant comes from somewhere below.
Vaunt! Vaunt!
As this chant continues, forge raids coalesce in the air around. You take rapid losses. Together.
Get back here, you coward!
I know you're trying your best, but that really hurts!
I died to
All right,
evil.
don't do anything rash. I'm coming out. Perhaps we can make a deal.
Victor presses the button on his Vaunt prototype, and the magical barrier around him fades away.
It's not very nice.
Yeah, well, he's a dick. He made us run around.
You think anyone that makes you do exercise is a dick?
He was still a super dick.
It's the green new Forge Wraith deal. These seem like druid gauntlets.
I guess the game wants me to go back to my druid life.
Good night.
He speaks.
Just AFK.
He speaks just to say bye bye.
We're gonna go take 22. I bugged the game. I have light gravity all over the city.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, Eric's found out that you can still get out of the map.
Frankie, look at me go.
It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Chester coming for your children. You're doing the wrong one, Frank.
A group of thugs suddenly attacks. Clearly, they want to prevent you from enjoying the night.
I know you're trying your best, but that really hurts!
A group of would-be patrons lingers in the courtyard. They must not be on the guest list. Those Dosk thugs were loitering near Club Clawfoot. But this is Boromar clan territory. Something's brewing, and you're smack in the middle of it. The bouncer opens the front door, allowing you to enter Club Clawfoot. The Dosk thugs lurking outside have set the assistant's nerves on edge. He wants you to check on Club Clawfoot's employees.
Frank, don't forget you can open the wrap the pen. Yeah, actually it does. When the fight happens in there, the raptors come out and help. Yes.
Isn't this the best part of adventuring?
Fix the lever.
You notice a sign on the door. Rat infestation. Exterminators have already been contacted. Do not open. Tiny is concerned about the safety of a shipment he recently received. He thinks it might be tainted. The employees report nothing terribly unusual. You can tell Fenwick that all is quiet in the nightclub.
Use spellcraft.
I tried spellcraft. If only someone had heal.
Fenwick is relieved to hear that the club is safe and secure. He gives you permission to approach Regina, Club Clawfoot's manager.
Go it, I'm boosting you.
A piercing alarm reverberates throughout the nightclub. Regina turns to you and cries, "The alarm! Someone's breaching our magical wards! It must be an attack! Quick, advance!
And my heal, which
Adventures, do what you do best!"
You're welcome. They don't need to eat. You just put them in the basement and give them the hose.
he hasn't dug.
More dimension
Now,
doors
kids,
have
be
opened
good or
nearby.
you go in the basement. spiders. There's spiders everywhere, especially on the ground.
A piercing but pitch perfect scream rings throughout the nightclub. It's on. The mains must be under attack.
Ow, those frames. Hear the sound thing again. Nope. There it goes.
My gargoyle. Same old song. The same old song. Access it from the same mode.
Boop, 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 boop.
They shouldn't finish straight back. Oh, okay. Commence eating.
Okay, my picture's hung. I'm gonna have to restart the game.
You take your rests and then more fighting.
Oh jeez, I'm overexposed in the picture. Yep,
Right, you got
natural
your
light. I'm the Slender Man.
Only the first part. We scared her off with hand angels.
Welcome, dude. Hello. Sorry, I'm currently muted. I'm eating.
Good for you. I hate mouth noises.
Quit script to the wrong window. There we go.
My portal's open?
Yeah, I'm on one now. Just please, just please.
Hey, Frag, you look like you could use some help.
Well, I don't want you to put yourself out or anything.
Well, listen, I was just drinking some water. I can help now, don't worry. There's a Medusa.
Peaceful quiet descends over the nightclub once more. Now you can finally talk to Regina. For your help in keeping her and Encore alive, Regina has promised to do everything she can to cut ties between the Boromar clan and vaunt Arcana Tech.
Ooh, open it quick!
Ooh, look at that topaz and a new wall.
Nice. Those gloves are going on right there.
let's see. Stygian Wrath. It's got insightful nullification, insightful negative law, sinister chill.
Why did
Nice.
someone get a heroic Stygian Wrath? Someone got a legendary Stygian Wrath in the same box. Yeah, that's weird. Someone got the heroic.
Hey, I'm not going to complain.
Fix it. No, but you should have gotten the legendary one. Correct. Quick question. Do you know if a monk can have a orb in his object and still do a threat? You know, generality. As himself. Plus the orbs count as shields.
Does somebody want this Stygian Wrath?
I actually plan on playing it next life, but I'll roll this. Well, damn.
Gord's loot luck again.
Yeah, that's nice. Nice. There you go. He loves it on 15.
I'm just curious. I don't want it, but I'm going to roll.
I also rolled for giggles.
Congrats.
He's 71 for shits and giggles.
I was able to get it running. Yeah, you fake a virtual server on a network, and then you drop that in there, and I could get it up running and connect to it.
You could join the Titan server.
Titan, you know
No, Titan. No, there is quite literally a City of Heroes Titan server. It has everything.
Maybe, is that local to you? The one that I've been seeing everyone connecting to out here is local. But then they also drop the code so you can run it on solo server. Or, like, connect your friends to it. Need Mint as well.
So, just...
What? Justice. They're in top to bottom the chat box.
You arrive in Dava Gate, one of Sharn's many business districts. The streets are almost deserted at this hour. A lone figure stands idly on the platform next to a sky barge.
3 spots.
Mr. Vaunt, I assume this is about your request to join the Platinum Concord?
In a minute, this thing's going to lower. You can shoot yourself.
Mr. Vaunt, I assume this is about your request to join the Platinum Concord, which was turned down due to your lack of subtlety, shall we say? Mr. Vaunt, I assume this is about your request to join the Platinum Concord, which was turned down due to your lack of subtlety, shall we say?
This quest will show you what mounts would look like.
Yes, well, I prefer audacity to subtlety. I admit that subtlety has allowed the Aurum to do as they please with the Five Nations. But what I have to offer your organization cannot be ignored. What cannot be ignored are those Zendrick bloodhounds sniffing at your heels.
You're exposed, Mr. Vaunt. Not for long, my friend.
Have to go there.
Allow me to demonstrate. Isabet, please come in. Now is I know you invited our mutual friends from Stormreach.
Vaught's henchman releases a strange whooping bark. The darkness around you erupts with a choir of menacing responses.
An ambush! Damn us for fools!
This is just business,
Shouts Casper.
Just
The old man
business.
produces a bow from somewhere as giggling shakes.
Mr. Vaunt. A necessary demonstration of my device. I want you to see my improvements firsthand. Not quite dead yet. Calibration issue, perhaps. No matter.
I haven't turned it in, but it's probably there's like more sockets.
Yeah, you got to go to the cogs to activate 2 of them.
Wait, are there 4?
No, there's heroic.
You've
and,
dispatched Vaught's first
legendary
group of
and,
assassins, but they're surely not the
standard
last.
quest.
Vaught doesn't go in for half measures. Casper wheezes out his words.
Ooh, reminds me of my days in the last war, but with more chest pain. Too old for this, for sure. Come here, we gotta talk about Isabet. She's still alive. I bet my life on it.
You've agreed to help rescue Isabet. To do that, you'll need to clear the way so Casper can follow safely. He says to head to the southeast. Grabbing a source lead first will help even the playing field.
Don't forget,
Shouts Casper.
those source leads can't go too high or too low without losing their enchantment. Keep above the fog and don't try to push over the higher walls and you'll be fine.
A motley crew of creatures takes up position on the bridge, spoiling for a fight. The low bellow of an ogre accompanies the shrill cries of Isablins. A strange-looking goblin glides up above the bridge. The limp form of Isabet lies on his source leg. The goblin shouts abuse at his gnoll escort.
Those nobodies made mincemeat out of your fleabag gnolls. I told you the direct approach wasn't gonna work. I'm gonna go bait the hook on my plan.
Wait, goblin meat. Vaunt said to work together as a pack.
The gnoll snarls as he runs after his retreating comrade. In the distance, you hear the gnoll snarl.
We cannot look weak. No. Those who look weak die first. Always.
It's the stupid who die first, dimwit.
Replies the goblin.
Let my flame pet soften them up. Now move before the fireworks start.
A mob of gnolls and goblins have taken up positions atop a nearby wine shop. You'll need to clear them out for Casper to pass safely. A swarm of bats clouds the street before you. Some kind of metal glints on their bodies as they flit about, blocking your path.
So Mogum, you liking your high perch? Don't go too high.
In case you haven't seen, there is a timer on the upper.
You haven't finished clearing out this area yet for Casper. You can advance once you've made it safe. The door of a nearby bookshop opens, and another cloud of bats streams out. Inside the bookstore, goblins scramble to release one last clutch of bats from their cages. You haven't finished clearing out this area yet for Casper. You can advance once you've made it safe. You haven't finished clearing out this area yet for Casper. You can advance once you've made it safe. You haven't finished clearing out this area yet for Casper.
Have we not killed
You
all
can
the bats?
advance once you've made it safe. You haven't finished clearing out this area yet for Casper. You can advance once you've made it safe. You haven't finished clearing out this area yet for Casper. You can advance once you've made it safe.
We haven't cleared the wine shop.
Yeah, there's one thing. I'm on it.
And we haven't finished the bats.
One ambush down, but more to come, I'd wager.
Shouts Casper.
Head north, friends! Up the skyway! I'll watch your back! Exploding bats? Gods, what a circus! Who's going to explain this mess to the city watch come the morning?
Mutters Casper as he coasts along behind you. Shadows move among the arches of a nearby market. More of Vaunt's mercenaries await your attention there.
This guy still took work. They're out on the ledge.
An air skiff equipped with a mage fire cannon waits for you in your old Tully tower. Goblins swarm over the tower itself.
A mage fire cannon! Must have been holding that in reserve. Those things are expensive. On we go.
I don't have a cloud part, and those shafts hurt.
An iron defender prowls the storage room. Once you get rid of it, you prove to be a good place to catch your breath. Skies descend, supporting the home knolls move
feel like an idiot. Thank the host you were here.
This city watch station is locked up tight and stands as silent as the grave. Is it unmanned? Or have the guards inside been given a reason to sit this one out?
Looks like they're using sky wards.
Casper tells you.
Your source leads might suddenly stop working out here. Be careful.
The mercenary Gish stands here, his jaws frothing.
The goblin says you're strong, but he's just a weakling. Enough waiting! I'll butcher you now! Feast on your flesh and keep all the glory for myself!
You're just gonna get killed. You should have stuck with my plan.
You're my next meal, goblin leech. Right after these outlanders.
Gish charges to the attack. Gish collapses from his wounds. Before you can finish him off, a chanting voice calls your attention to the north and above. A tiefling sorcerer completes his spell on a ledge above you. Gish vanishes, reappearing at the sorcerer's side. With another quick gesture,
Isn't
both
this the
tiefling
best
and
part of
gnome
adventuring?
vanish from your sight. The goblin's voice calls to you across the gap.
That went about how I expected, so that leaves just little old me. A great big bounty, no partner to split it with, and some nice payback on the side. I'm all ready for you, so come on over.
High above the construction yard, a source sled slowly drifts up. Isabet's body lies upon the sled, completely still. The goblin is nowhere to be seen.
Get him, lads!
Screams as he tosses down the smoke bomb. The shrill voices of more goblins pierce the night air.
It may take a little while.
After I purchase later, meet me at the Sharn. Frankly.
It's just an uptown girl. In this uptown world.
I figured it out.
We'll recover. It's totally fine.
I see you.
Are some of these shards still free to play, right?
No, not really.
The goblin
I don't know if Lost at Sea's free to play.
Now that you have time to catch your breath, you notice the assassin
In which
source
case,
sled
that's part of
descending
Sharn.
slowly.
We're going where? To do what? That sounds amazing!
You've reached Isabet, but all is not well.
Oh, Cat, before the Sharn activates, I think you have to quit the game and log back in.
She's gone! Gone!
Says the goblin.
Ooh, open
Man
it quick!
ate up her soul with his new improved vaunt. Why use your own when you can use someone else's? Sorry, sweethearts. Them's the breaks.
The goblin stands at the platform edge, an odd yet strangely familiar blade piercing his torso.
Remember this? Jack Jibber's blade? It's why we get to keep meeting like this. Anyway, can't stay. Need to see a fallen angel about a spell.
Like kidney stones.
You know how it is. See you soon.
The city around you is finally quiet. You now face your most difficult task, telling Casper what happened to his daughter.
Got some more Deadliest rules for you. Number 10.
I don't know how long I've been saving up, but I had those 30.
We're going where to do what? That sounds amazing!
This is what, your third, fourth time now?
I just logged. I just logged in.
Cat just logged in.
You need to go to the harbor down by where Lost at Sea is and talk to the person that's in the Sharn.
You need to redo Lost in Sea Saga.
What, you have to Lost at Sea?
Yeah, it's one of it.
Oh, for the saga.
Yeah, not to get here.
Oh.
Okay, I need a quick bio break. Be right back.
I don't know who this angry person is. Wait, it's Eclipse. Wait, this is kind of funny. How are you? Excellent. Welcome your BFFs here.
Ned? Sharn will. Yeah, why?
We're going where to do what? That sounds amazing!
Apparently there are some gold chalices here in the city area, so it must be like here's some freebie quest to make you want to buy the whole pack.
It's just fine. Last TV and one. It's a Iggy or a Karen. Yeah. We both went to the same place at the same time. What's your monster name? Susan. Susan! I scared myself. That's neat. You can. I have a crest vendor.
Witness the joy of, yeah, what is sometimes it does.
A small card by the door reads who's store manager.
It's only this game.
The door is securely locked.
Only on this
You'll
system.
need a key to get
I
in.
don't know if it's, the drivers.
I already put my crest in it downstairs.
Say what? Where are the crests? I have like 3.
Downstairs I put one in. It's a spider one that I added.
Naked monk.
There's a secret door along this back wall, up here in the rafters.
Ah!
Cannot
Fell
be
off.
locked, the chest. Is it a key only?
That where you have to do something for it to unlock.
Of course, there's a locked door with a rune over it.
Did anyone else pick up a crest?
The one I picked up was spider and I put it in the slot.
I've been in that back room with those crests for a while. Can't remember this specific fucking.
Oh, okay. Come on, got it.
Ooh, open it quick!
No, it just
It's a quest thing, so once you got it, it was okay for it.
Oh, nice.
It's twilight.
What the hell was taking me that much poison?
notebook you've been looking for. Surely it contains evidence that will incriminate Vaughn.
Isn't this the
What do we get
best
this
part of
time?
adventuring?
Basically the exact same thing I have, but a different
Different set.
Yeah, different set.
All the armors are exactly the same, just different sets.
Ghost him.
No, he's up there. I think.
Or AV door. Did you leave already, Si?
Yeah, I did.
I can't believe we did it! A searing gust blows over you, and you hear whispered curses in the air. You turn to head outside, only to find a man standing in your path. He beckons you over. These ne'er-do-wells have mistaken you for an easy mark. This won't end well for them. You come across a crumbling shrine amidst what appear to be ancient ruins. It still gleams with the magic of a Sharn long vanished.
Yes, I guess they decided to do something other than shroud style.
What's that?
You know, instead of a 3x3, 4x4, you know, that type of stuff, they did this.
I don't have Sharn yet, so I'm not really sure what you're talking about.
Oh, you know, those wonderful buttons that they have for puzzles that you have to get them all lit up.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a little bit more messed up.
You find yourself in a small corner of the vast sewers that snake beneath the city. If your suspicions are correct, the mysterious Has-Tarkanan has a hideout somewhere nearby.
Look what the cat dragged in.
The crouching half-orc barely seems to be paying attention to you.
How's the weather topside?
Oh, neat!
Are you all right? Is there a cleric in the house?
Nobody quits the Dark Lantern, Sora. You're a loose end, Talion responds. And you're done playing house. That's all of them, at least for today. We need to keep moving, Thora says. If you want to talk to Evan, you need to do it now.
because I couldn't find where it was. Yeah, I couldn't find the way there.
I can't believe we did it!
I think I'm gonna take a break now and come back later.